And we're back. Midweek point and click. Steve, are you there? How you doing?
Yep. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I've been through hell and back, but we are finally, back in the saddle, ready to maybe finish off this game tonight. Judging by the how long to beat rating, I guess we're bang on time. So I assume that with all the gas bagging and banter that we do, we've got one more episode in us. But who knows? It might surprise us. We've got Artie Fine in the chat. Once again, Artie Fine, thank you so much for your 20 months. That's huge. Really appreciate it. Don't have the camera on today just because I'm still healing from surgery and all that business. I want to be 100% before I show my ugly mug back on the big screen. All right, so Backbone. Steve, do you want to give us a quick rundown of what happened last episode?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, but from roughly trying to remember stuff, we got Anatoly. I remember we had Anatoly as a driver. The Walrus, is he? As a driver at the start of our playthrough or last session, and yeah, mostly the biggest part is we got into the rich district where where we suspect the meat from chopped up animals is being sent to humanoid animals, so it's technically cannibalism, I guess, in the game's logic. Snuck into the place, had to deal with the shitty rich kids. But we got to sneak into a meeting room with a whole bunch of prestigious animals. I think it was mostly gorillas, which seemed to be the politicians, and is there a bear? Dogs and cats are the aristocracy. Gorillas are the politicians, seems to be, or upper class. I mean, dogs and cats are upper class at least. Girls are the politicians and bears are the mafia. I think there might have been a mixture of all those.
Yeah. To go with that
and
as
then-
well, like the other part of that puzzle was we were trying to determine what link there was between the mafia bears and the gorillas, because there was like genetic testing. They were trying to find a particular protein in meat, I guess. Not sure exactly why yet.
There was something like that. It seemed to go on a sci-fi element.
Yeah, exactly.
And of the two characters on the title screen, of course, where the raccoon, the fox, we're sort of working with. She's a author / journalist. And that third character, I don't know if we've even met them.
So, Culinary thinks straight out that the fox is a bad guy. That hasn't happened yet. The polar bear, that's the lady in the title screen here underneath the fox. She's the mafia head honcho that owns the bar. The weird looking picture, but it's the bear, yeah.
Because I guess the face is too long for me to think of it as a bear. Or maybe...
Yeah, she kind of looks...
most of the body's cut off. That might be...
Exactly. And the side profile kind of makes her look a little bit like a polecat or something like that. Something a little weird.
Yeah, I always think of a polecat or a type of... almost looks like a type of, not a fox, but another dog, wild dog animal.
We've got Killer Kid and we've got Driving Devan in here. How you guys doing? We've got the Dr. PP emotes out. Love it, love it. And Devan, you're absolutely right. This is the place to go when you want to point and click. All right, so the very, very last thing that we left at, we were sort of in the slums area. We were knocking on doors to try and find the girls that were going missing.
Oh, the apartment block.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so we did find some clues and so forth to say that the... you guys remember in episode 1, when we were in the alleyway, there was a bunny rabbit asking us to look for her daughter. We didn't manage to do that then. I thought we may have missed like a side quest, but I think it's actually coming around now, where we are now going to go see her in her job at the factory, and we're going to try and find more information out about where the daughter might be.
Because girls seem to be missing as well.
Exactly, and the inclination is that these girls are being chopped up for food as well, but we'll have to actually see how that goes.
Yeah, it's hard to say because why would you do both? But yeah, there's also the other element of working at the nightclub is more, they've been drawing girls away from working at the factory to work at the nightclub because the pay and conditions are better, only for something more nefarious to be happening.
Yeah.
That makes them go missing.
Still yet to find that out. I do know that we'd found an overly protective brother of one of the girls that went missing. In fact, he threatened us with a sword and he was going to chop our heads off, but we managed to talk him down from that.
And now we're going to work together. Which makes me wonder, they haven't really set it up because otherwise you'd usually, with like two allies like that, you usually make them so that they sort of oppose each other. Like, he'd go, you're not working for that fox, she's trouble, and the fox lady would go, yeah, like you should be a bit of that. Which I guess is from a Maltese Falcon, it's kind of the setup for that.
Just a reminder as well, Steve and I are doing the voice acting for this, as there is no voice acting. So, yeah, enjoy that. There's no mouse movement. I forgot. I've already forgotten the controls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. Guard is sleeping on the job. That should be easy. Just got to find Florence. That's right. Sneak, 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 sneak. Or should we talk to him? What do you think?
Yes, maybe talk to start with.
Nope, we can't. That's fine. Exit.
But he doesn't care, obviously.
Man, this game looks good.
Oh, it's a little pug.
It's a little pug head on a huge body. That's great. There's a worker. Got to be careful.
We had a stealth section like this before. There seems to be cats and... No, oh, that's a rabbit.
Rabbit, maybe a gerbil? But we don't really have gerbils, so I'm just basing that off my knowledge of what they look like. Oh almost there. Oh, that's her.
The bike snipper, what are you doing here?
I snuck past the guards. It was pretty amazing.
You're crazy.
Can I look at Rosie's stuff?
I'd call the guards if you don't start making sense.
I want to find out what happened to Rose.
Rosie's gone. I don't know what to tell you.
Can you tell me about her? Every little bit helps.
You were good to me when we met. I looked through it. Oh, ye? That just means her. I thought ye meant the raccoon. You were
Yeah,
good
it
to
is
me
her.
when we...
It's yeah. You were good to me.
Yeah. Okay, so separate trains of thought. Yeah, she's confused me for a bit. You were good to me when... I don't know, so I don't remember a meeting. You were good to me when we met. I looked through her stuff. I asked everyone. Nothing.
How did she start at the bite?
Went there and asked for a job. That's all she told me. Oh, that's the friend. Okay, sorry. I'm mixing up. Forgetting all the storyline. That's what she told me. Look, you gotta go. The supervisor will be here any minute.
Where do you live? Can I come over and talk later?
Great tenements across the road, block 5. You want to see Rosie's room?
Yes, that would help a lot.
Damn fine. We can sneak out now before the super is here. Let's go. Fire exit, quickly.
What now? Okay.
Oh, she doesn't get... wait, they've got a timesheet thing though. She's got to clock out.
No, because she's gonna come back and claim the hours.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I'd better start looking around.
but no front teeth.
What?
So she's sort of like mulling her mouth. But a rabbit, you would assume you'd see her teeth.
Okay.
Hey, let me know if I can help somehow.
Will do. I'll start looking first.
Okay, just put stuff back where you found it. I want to keep my baby girl's room tidy.
Will do. All right. This is some great pixel art. Before we go into the... Oh, there's a bong here. Just been ripping billies. Sad empty vase. Oh wait. Oh, I see. Big yellow flower with thorns. Looks like a cheap decor piece to get supermarket. Backbone in business. Absolutely. White petals. Small yellow center. The artist was a child, I hope. Small heart-shaped leaves. Spilling down the pot. Looking pretty sad. Relatable. Neglected. Hasn't been looked at after decades. Reminds me of my childhood. Book on flowers. The meaning of flowers, a guide to spiritual botany for beginners.
Sense a puzzle.
Heartleaf philodendron is a species of flowering plant of family of Araceae.
Yeah, they spit acid in your face.
Oh, do they? Okay. Parts of the plant contain calcium oxalate crystals in varying concentrations. The plant is known to have a narcotic effect on rodents. So heart leaf is drugs for rodents.
Yep.
Is a rabbit a rodent?
I think technically.
A rose is a flowering plant of the genus Rosa, in the family of Rosaceae. Rose plants range in the size of compact, miniature roses to climbers that can reach 7 meters high. Rose prickles are typically sickle-shaped hooks, which aid the rose from hanging on to vegetation growing over.
I didn't know that.
Roses are also known as great fireflowers due to the heavily featured myth. Bellis perennis, common species of daisy, family of Astaceae, often considered the archetypal species of the name. It exhibits a phenomenon, heliotropism. Flower follow the position of the sun. Sky.
That's a sunflower.
The name daisy is considered a corruption of day's eye because the whole head closes at night and opens. Daisy is commonly known as Mary. This feels so familiar. If I turned on the lights, I could meet a friendly family of cockroaches. Alright, let's go in. Much cozier than the rest of their house, as if Rose never went missing. He's going to come home.
What do you mean?
Or Florence. Huh. Lee, how you doing? We've got a crow. Lovely. Terminal.
Password 123. Has to be that.
Music. We're always kicking ass, Lee. 2 attempts left. I remember saying this. Ooh.
Yeah, I would have thought it's that because the other files were represented there, but then the one that seeing the bomb that made me think the heart-shaped one was the correct one, which is what that Phil whatever is.
Monkey Boys. Groovy.
You wonder how it does.
Sure.
I wonder how it feels.
Okay, her name's Rose, so maybe...
When finally
Do you think Rose is her favorite flower? Maybe we need to find the actual... Go back and read the book.
The girl, so she'll say, "Oh, she likes pink flowers," and then we'll know that. But then we probably have to still look up the scientific name.
You're up, Steve.
Hmm?
Rose's terminal. Do you know the password?
Nope, never wanted to sneak. I don't know how to use those things anyway. And what if I saw something?
Didn't you think it was worth it?
Maybe.
You really never even tried to look into it.
Fine, you want to know? I couldn't answer the damn questions. I should have been able to. I can't believe I don't know enough to answer them.
Kids can be private. Didn't mean you didn't
Oh, that's
know
the
her.
mum.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought it was a co-worker. Maybe you're right. She was always changing her mind anyway.
Leave it with me.
I wonder, do they know?
Oh, Lee, it's got a great vibe. Let's go back down and look at the yellow flower was the rose, I'm sure of it. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
The truth.
Rose,
One was the daisy. And the big flower was the druggy one, which is the Phil something one.
let's look at the terminal again.
That this is not an issue. It could be solved.
Whoops.
You know that this is not an issue. It could be solved. You know that
Well, Daisy's the only one of the flowers that are here.
it could
Yeah.
be solved if we all
Oh, it's the Monkey Boys
at once.
this year. Oh, hang on, maybe it's this. Cattieri. She's the real shit, a true queen.
Cat one?
Oh.
Yeah, meows. Because you've got the cat.
Huddle Boys. Shit. Larry and I used to blast them in the dorm times. Yeah, it's me. It's my ventriloquist act, Devan. Maybe we can ask simply. Well, she doesn't. The mum doesn't actually know.
Yeah, I can go back to the town. I think we got it now.
Gadieri.
Yeah. I think I need to look at that a second time. That thing's name.
You're up, Steve. You're the bird. What is your name?
Right.
She's not here. What did she name you?
What? I don't even know what that sound's supposed to be.
Good luck.
It's like a
Your name is Boing?
boing, 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 whoop.
You make geezers look clever, plow.
What? Stupid bastard!
Now I'm being a shit talking to a bird. I deserve that. But I'm only here to help Rose. Rose and...
Ignis, what? Ignis, go for the eyes.
Pleasure working with you, Ignis. That must have been a pet.
1 sec.
Welcome back, Rose. There we go. Oh, look at this. It's always fun seeing like representations of computers in games. Ooh, we got secrets. We got before, during, and after. We got some work, and we got some school. Let's check out the school stuff. So we can't. Can't. Here we go. Secret.
Back.
No worries, Steve. We're just gone into the terminal and we're reading her secrets. The before.txt. Sometimes there is blood inside and outside of my body. I could wash it away, but today no water runs in the bathtub. It doesn't fill me. It doesn't touch my shoulders, my knees, or my thighs. I sit there silently waiting, breathing, letting the air in. She's made of liquor, tears, empty envelopes, nothing in between. I am others. During. Today is Thursday. I'm sick of being bold, and the way my voice breaks when I say a thing without meaning it. I used to sing in my head. The theatre is now full, and the audience comes and goes. For instance, I never see the same face twice. Forgetting makes it easier. Therefore, I remember the music, but not the lyric. After. Ooh, another one appeared. Would you like to have some soup? Not really. I'd rather try the main course. The doctor says it's good for your imagination. Like that time when, through slicing and grinding and chewing and speaking, the flesh speaks too, saying, I am, I am, I am. It reminds me of that spoken poetry in So I Married an Axe Murderer. You know that one? The woman poem,
No.
Steve? It's very good.
I can't remember maybe a couple of scenes from that movie.
Leslie. Oh, jeez, this is a big one. Let me have a drink. Leslie, I love you. I am taken by this newfound multifaceted moving force, commanding me in all directions. There was a gaping void inside my body. An expanded space within, left empty, waiting to let bigger things. Let it in bigger things. Nothing escaped, and nothing gravitated around the hole. It just sat there, without desire, pronouncing the meaningless noise of existence. Then, out of nowhere, love returned. It encompassed the whole of my being. What was once me now demands a new definition, new borders, new coping mechanisms. I come up with new words, invent new ways to communicate with the widening world in front of my eyes that were once blind. Now I know. We spoke about our future and how it's impossible, but I found a way. Boss knows about us. She mentioned a scavenger that helps people like you and me. There's life beyond the wall, and I want to live it with you. Let me know. I'm going to stay with you, whatever you decide. Interesting.
So escaping maybe?
Hmm.
Because of this the other part didn't remind me of anything, but the first one almost, for some reason, reminded me of something that Laura Palmer from Twin Peaks would write.
Yeah. I see
Where
that.
it's the good girl, and then you see after the murder, the FBI's going through all poetry, secret poetry, and it's very dark stuff. It reminded me of that.
Oh, back out. It's escape key to abort, but when I do. Oh, this wasn't here before. Holy crap, I got a lot of terminals and things to read. Alright. Clients, Buster Carpenter. Interior security thug. Official title is VIP, public appearance liaison. Complete asshole. Good whiskey, monkey butt. Always trying to touch the girls. Brags about who he's been bodyguard to, mainly mid-level politicians who have been doing other things they shouldn't have been. Good source of tip-offs. Okay, so he's creating like a dossier of people. Maybe she's writing things she shouldn't be, and she's been whacked. I'm very deep in the first watch of Twin Peaks Season 2, and I'm struggling to keep going. Devan, stick with it. It's real good. I guess that's the bit where he stopped working. What's his name? No,
David Lynch.
David Lynch, yeah. He jumped off Twin Peaks for a little while and then came back. There's probably about 11 episodes that are not him.
Yeah, or at least if he was there, he was distracted. Like he was mostly putting it off to other people to do, and there was some other project that was taking his full attention, even when he was on with season 2. But yeah, but if you look up that thing where someone's graded all the episodes, there's I didn't think it was that early, but yeah, season 2 has that big red, because they color coded it, traffic light symbols, and there's a huge red section of Twin Peaks in the middle of season 2.
You know, as bad as it got, though, I enjoyed the entire thing.
Yeah. It's one of those, for some reason it kept me interested, even though, I usually hate the mystery for mystery's sake, like the fact that it doesn't go anywhere, but there was just enough interesting stuff in Twin Peaks to sort of keep me interested, because usually I don't like that when it's not planned.
We still have to watch the new season. I think you and I only watched the first episode or two, Steve. We've got to get back to it. All right, Frederick Mueller. Accountant. Creepy accountant. Talks very little. Doesn't bother the girls directly, but stares. No one likes him. Luckily, he's a lightweight. Passes out after a few. Has mentioned that he manages funds for a few apes. Science minister included. Ooh.
I was starting to think this is a client list. She was doing sex work, and this is a list of, of course, client list, but thought it was co-workers, but I think this is people she's sleeping with.
And hinted at knowing about finances at the bite. Hope he'll slip up and overshare at some point. Warren Wolf. Blacklisted. Waves money around like it's nothing. Science City family. But hasn't been a great source of information. Probably doesn't know anything anyway. Possessive prick. Got aggressive and started raising his hands at both girls' customers. Boss threw him out. She said she had ways of dealing with him if he ever comes back. Good riddance. Guy Slivers. Police chief. Talks shit about interior security. Always complains about the science minister having him by the balls. Runs his mouth. And not much of useful so far. Likes to be baby talked. Asked Gina to try and track specifics about the relationship with science minister. I think she might be more of a spy than anything. I was expecting to see old mate. What was the dude that died at the very start again? I forget his name.
The otter. Forget his name. I just remember the otter.
Oh, Jeremy Green, I think it was. Not there.
I think there's a clients, like it might not be full sex because it might be like a hostess bar thing, but some sort of clients. But she's using them to gather information. It's definitely like a spy thing, but I think they're also probably clients to some sort of sex work thing.
Science Minister, this is Doug Rogers. Science Minister, careful, respectful of the girls, drinks only in moderation, secretive, enters through the back alley, only ever requests Leslie. Boss is the direct liaison. No one else is allowed to speak to him. Seems to know Boss well. Leslie doesn't like talking about him. Leslie spills he mentioned Project Artifact once and then shut it down. Investigate. Project Artifact? What the fuck could that be?
Also seems like maybe a few of the girls were working together because she mentioned someone else investigating. So it's almost like a conspiracy, it's like a planned thing. It's not that she's working there and then picking up various things and writing them down. There's a concerted effort by her and a few other girls to actually track something down or bring something to light.
Bruce Vert, Traffic Minister, reserved among people, loud and arrogant with the girls. Has at least 2 lovers beside his wife. Brags about his close working relationship with the Science Minister, but obviously never sees him at the club. Only drinks sweet stuff, no whiskey or beer. Very clearly tries to avoid specifics of his work, but Leslie might be able to get something out of him. Ian McFerrick, lawyer, has a thing for Gina, married with children. Does monkey butt like he's sipping on tea. Harmless for a lawyer. The Gina is a good fit. Owns his own firm. Deals almost exclusively with apes and high city affairs. Has visited the both Vert and Stokes. Eddie Hung, head of biochemistry lab at the Science City, family man, likes to get drunk and cry on a girl's shoulder. Seems terrified of the Science Minister. Boss told us to keep him sweet. Seen Boss speaking directly with him. They thought she was alone. Looked depressed. Mentioned Project Artifact to baby Gina. That's twice now. Must be working on this. There's clearly something going on down in Science City. I need to tell Renee. John Stokes, treasurer, insufferably smug. Food and drink is never good enough. But he keeps ordering the same thing. Everybody hates him, but he throws big tips around left and right. Definitely spends money other than his own. Came in with Mueller a few times. Asked for private rooms. Tried listening in but didn't catch much. Terse conversations. Hey. Steve, I'm going to ask that you read a couple of emails because my jaw is getting a bit sore. Rose Kleminko.
It me, angry lady with a big butt. I guess this is the other people she's referencing.
Yeah. Baby Gina.
Patient with the men, maybe too patient. High drug sales. Not sure how that happens. Sensitive, so she's good at pushing. Sensitive, try not to give her rowdy men. Not a factory girl, moved to West End recently. Hiring notes, sweet girl, but not the brightest. Young look, petite, fills the gap in our list.
Leslie Pham.
Oh, so she's more of a madam. Factory girl, close to my Lauder, lives with her mother and her little brother. Roots in the area. Tell me about it. Smart girl, should fit in quickly with Hyde with my as friend. Sorry, font made me struggle with that.
Steve once again lives up to his name as the Filthbag Pirate.
Friend, beautiful. When she enters the room, it feels like a summer day. Room as she swings the other way.
Okay, so Leslie Pham is obviously the girl that went missing. Because, well, I guess Mai went missing as well, right? Mai is the sister of the brother that attacked us with a sword. Alright, Mai Lauder.
Factory girl, Leslie's best friend, very reserved. Yes, that seems to be the one in the poem, maybe? Hiring notes, may need coaching on how to handle clients. She's a stunner, alright. Her brother is possessive. Tell the bouncer to watch out for him.
Some operation. Clarissa had a system. It wasn't all Clarissa. Sick again. This one's Steve.
What's that? Team. Hire attractive, loyal girls that know how to make men talk. Start with factory clique. and wider West End area are for good pay, no sex work, just listening, flirting, and reporting to me. I guess it's a hostess bar kind of thing. Intel. Boss has access to monkey butt supply, helps loosen tongues. Mix 50-50 with hype to make addictive. 75-25 when hooked to make them spill. Never let girls try it. Sources create super exclusive VIP brand to attract the big boys. Reward with guaranteed access to their favorite girls. Make sure girl makes notes on dirt immediately after session for my eyes only. Deadbeats. Boss will send up candidates, get 1 or 2 special girls to get them hooked and find out if they'd ever be missed. Oh, so that's the order. NB. Write guidelines for girls. When we're sure, invite them to room 2 with a painting and call Suze.
Okay.
Contact name Dio. Meet under bridge the 5th at 12. She'll take us beyond the wall. Password Daisy Bloom.
No way. Did Rose and some other girls go over the wall? This is the first mention of an actual wall as well, which is kind of cool.
It's weird if it exists that they haven't at least said, like, oh, wonder what's beyond the wall.
White Walkers.
Just wait 1 second to put something away.
Nothing, Jon Snow. Did you learn anything at all? Rose learned something she wasn't supposed to. Like what? Something dangerous? There were secret files hidden on her terminal. What now? Why would she hide them? Your daughter was an ambitious, sensitive woman, keeping tabs on bad people. That stupid girl. I told her smarts are trouble. You think she's still alive? I believe so. I have to.
I'm back.
Cool.
I just want my baby girl back, however long it takes.
Listen, when it's safe, she'll find you. You're her mother.
Thank you for believing in us. I've been living a nightmare.
I'll do everything I can, Florence. There. Achievement, keep
Thanks,
the hope alive.
Thanks, I never recognized her. I think I've done a different voice for each time. Probably ends up sounding the same though, but...
She was the one I mentioned in the intro to this stream, that she was in the alley.
Yeah, I never recognized her as that.
I think we've got everything. I think we need to go see Renee. Let her know everything we've got.
Oh god, I don't even remember what... Oh no, I did try to do a posh. Welcome home. Are you alright?
I'm fucking tired, Renee.
I know, I'm sorry.
That's okay. How are you holding up?
I'm doing well, I think. I'm excited to hear what you found today.
Okay. Let's get on with it.
Sure, what did you find out? What's the connection between the girls?
They all worked at the bite together.
That's a great find. How do you know? Why is that important?
Rose used them for Clarissa.
So, do we know anything illegal about Rose that sheds light on it all?
She's Clarissa's right-hand woman for the VIP.
Upstairs at the bite? Sure, but what did that position mean to Rose?
She gathered intel. The girls trusted her. The clients trusted the girls.
What kind of information was Rose able to collect?
Bear with me. The bite had 2 types of clients.
The haves and the have-nots?
Rich ones were mined for blackmail material, like the police chief and the folks of Science City.
An ingenious setup, to be fair.
The poor ones no one would miss were slaughtered for flesh, like Jeremy.
Of course. Fucking Clarissa. And don't leave me in suspense. Did you find any of the intel?
Yep. Especially on the senior scientist named Eddie Hung.
Well hung. Okay. So what's Eddie's deal?
Both his and the minister's files mention Project Artifact. I think that's our next lead.
What do you think it is?
No idea. Eddie's a biochemist. That's all we know.
Wait, is that the same guy from the Science City report we found in the minister's files?
Must be.
I think
Genes.
she says we found. I think it's I found.
Must be. Genes, proteins, biochemistry. Checks out.
We have to look into what this Project Artifact entails. Clearly, Clarissa is interested in it.
By we, you mean me?
Did you learn what happened to the girls?
I think they escaped beyond the wall.
The fuck? How? Why?
Someone called Dio smuggled them out.
Then I'd sure like to ask this Dio some questions.
Could there really be something beyond the wall?
Sure, a blasted wasteland. Being outside the wall is death by exile, not an escape.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Like a Planet of the Apes thing. This is a lot to process. We need a new plan.
We should lay low for a while. It's getting sweaty.
Are you kidding? This is exactly the time to keep the pressure up. Slow down now, and it could all be covered up by the time we get there.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Damn, there's still so much we don't know. You did great though, especially to not get killed.
I'm proud of that part.
So you should be. But let's talk next steps, finding Eddie Hung, and learning about Project Artifact.
It's all been leading to this. I'm ready.
You want to go over the facts? Get everything straight in your head?
Robot Space is in the house. How you doing, bud? Sure, you can never be too prepared.
Good, I agree. What do you want to talk about?
Actually, now that I think about it, I think we've got everything covered. I don't think we need to go over it. I think we're pretty cluey. Unless you want to go over something, Steve?
Not particularly. So I don't know how bad this is going to be new stuff or deductions, or whether it's going to be...
I think it's just going to be
just
rehashing.
Shit we know, yeah.
I'm done talking. Let's plan.
You pay Eddie a visit at the Science City and find the answers. Then we'll get the word out. The rest is up to the general public.
How do I even get into Science City?
Just employ your usual charm.
Oh, sure. Charm my way into a top secret lab.
We could have just turned into a hitman level.
Yeah.
Your sarcasm is noted and not appreciated. Just do whatever it takes. It'll be our biggest chance to corner Clarissa.
It sounds so simple.
I think this is reminding me of a Absolution level in particular where you... Oh no, there's a Hitman 1 level too, where you sneak into a lab. Fundamentally it is. You're a good detective. You'll figure it out.
Let's fucking go!
That's the spirit.
But after that, I need a break.
Deal. But first, we eat. I'll go grab something at the bodega. Put your feet up until I'm back. You've earned it, for once.
Sure, be safe. Ooh.
Yep, it's coming up. I'm finishing the chapter. Busy now. Call you back tomorrow. Bye. Put your feet up. I'll be back soon.
Time to go sniffing through
What
your
if-
apartment.
Yeah, what if this is the way the turn comes?
There's no turn. This is just Culinary's hint, I guess. Not hint, but his hypothesis. Nice day. Maybe something will be fine. Maybe everything will be fine.
Oh, that's the other way it could go.
Oh, Garfield, you're so funny. Oh, Fred
These look like
Bassett,
a
you're so shit.
Dog. These look like a dog's ears in that thing.
Ooh, that's not Renee. Shit. Yeah, wise guy, eh? Oh, this is you. Oh, hello.
Teresa.
Hmm.
Well, aren't you going to offer me some tea?
Always had you pegged as a champagne girl.
Call me girl again, and I'll have you down as a corpse.
Coming right up. Which cup?
Oh, sorry.
Which
I'm
cup
just
should I
used to
pick?
reading that.
Ape of the Year mug. She seems calm. Better keep her that way. How nice it would face. No. Keep my shit together. Worst thing that could happen, I will die today. That's fine. I hope Renee's okay.
Interesting if the bodyguard had to make something for the bodyguard and you had to remember which of the plants would you can make the tea out of that would drug him.
Oh yeah, the heart-shaped petals. Didn't ask if they want sugar or milk.
Yep. Oh, an interesting mug. I wonder where you got it.
In the Ape of the Year competition, obviously, which I won.
Yeah, where did you get it?
Oh.
Now, Howard Loader, this is going to be a very linear conversation. I ask questions and you answer. And remember, I know when you're lying. Is that clear?
Could you repeat that?
Question number 1. Do you know why I'm here?
You heard I brew a mean tea.
I was planning on keeping this polite. But if you'll be flippant, maybe I'll have to try a more direct approach.
Let's talk. We're both professionals here.
You're a newbie private dick with a photography degree. Who hired you? Okay,
No one
choose-
really hired us, though, right? Or did Renee hire us? Did she give us like $1 or something? Or am I thinking of Better
No,
Call Saul
technically
because I've
not.
been watching that?
Technically not. The closest we've had is the initial order, but we've sort of moved away from that case.
Nobody.
Of course. What is her name?
You're not making any sense.
If you're not cooperating, then you're not useful to me. Does that mean they don't have the fox? Now be careful with what you say next.
Oh, what do we do here, guys? We've got a big decision. We're not a rat, right? I don't think there's anyone.
I've died before and it just sets us back to a checkpoint, doesn't it?
I don't think we have died before.
I thought the stealth thing we got... Oh no, we just got caught.
Yeah. All right, first one in chat to choose. We'll go with it because I'm unsure what to do. Who was Alan? I don't remember Alan at all. I think it's a made-up name.
Yeah, I assumed that, but it could be I can't remember. I think it was the name. The name was like starting with P. Priscilla or something.
Do you mean like the bunny?
Hmm.
Nah, yeah, that's not Alan Abramson.
Because Funchungle asked if it's a mum, but no, that was Priscilla or something.
All right, Tongs, you're up. What decision are we doing? Yeah. Luna's here. I won't say anything. How you doing, Loons?
Shit, I wasn't ready. Howard. We'll move on for now, but only because I will find out either way.
I'm sure.
Yes, let's talk about what you think you're sure about. What if you found out?
Can you be a little more specific?
You snooped around my bar, you coerced my shopkeeper, and you spread rumors about me all over West End.
Wasn't easy.
Good boy. What else did you find? Give me the full picture of your sophisticated investigation.
Nope, that's pretty much it.
You're absolutely sure about that?
Maybe I checked out your prime buyer.
Ah, you really are quite resourceful. So, the minister, what did you find?
He has terrible taste in upholstery.
He's researching something. Do you know what and why?
Aliens.
Don't be melodramatic. Here's an offer. You work for me and find out the truth.
I know what working for you is like. It's not appealing.
I know when people need a leash, but I have partners who are given free rein too.
What do I get in return?
You get to do what you're best at for a good cause, and I'll keep you safe. Give it time and think.
The answer is no.
Yet, give it time and think.
Thanks for stopping by.
My final question. So much misguided effort spent pursuing only the shadow of the big picture. Why?
I need to know that people get what they deserved.
And I urge you to think carefully about my offer and about what you deserve. See you around, Mr. Loader. Send your mum my regards.
You fucking piece of shit.
Funny how the weakest of us are the angriest. Suze, say goodbye to Mr. Loader.
Take it away, Suze. I don't give a fuck. Oh. Hang on. That's Suze? They mentioned
The
Suze.
bodyguard.
They mentioned Suze in her machine, in her terminal.
Yeah.
Fuck. Renee's not coming back. I gotta continue. I can't stop now. Yeah, what was it about Suze? Suze have something to do with getting the girls over the wall?
Maybe. Or was he just someone she was dealing with?
Suze clues. Oh, we're gonna call you in a second, Steve. Yep. All right.
Hello, Anatoly and his quick wheelies here.
Hey, it's Howard.
Oh no, sad voice. What happened, partner? You want me to get you some cocoa?
I need your help.
Anything for you, friend. Tell me, spill the beans. Fill my cup with garbanzos. Let's go. I'm here.
Can you pick me up tomorrow?
Oh yeah, what's the plan? Where are we heading?
Capital City?
Whoa, same place at 9 then?
Yeah, and one more thing.
Yes, buddy. Get you some headache pills?
Can you get me something for personal safety?
I hear you. I'll see what I can do. Condoms aren't easy to find around here, though. You want to tell me what's up?
Steve once again lives up to his name as the Filth Bag
I
Pirate.
said personal safety instead of a gun.
Sorry, friend. I can't. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sure thing, buddy-o. I understand. Now go and rest them bones, okay?
Thank you. Bye. Ooh, Act 3. Remember these pop up real quick. Did you bring it?
Yeah, check in the glove box. You know how to use it.
Do.
Goody. Sometimes folks forget things in this cab. Things with serial numbers.
Crazy. Drop me off at Science City entrance, then wait in Granville.
Granville. The parole's on today. Parade's on today. Main Street's too crowded for cabs. I'll see what I can find in an empty alley. Oh, and Howie. Stay safe.
Oh, this looks cool. So, Loons, considering this is set near you, does the science... What's this place called? The Science something or other? I missed it.
Yeah, Science City.
Science City. Does that exist? Time to blend in and keep a low profile. Need to find Eddie, whatever it takes.
Looks more like Venice Beach in LA.
Join the tour?
Welcome once again to Science City, where we imagine tomorrow. Please pay attention. Do not attempt to leave the group and enjoy. Follow me.
Whoa, I have a quick question.
I'll not be encouraging questions after our first stop. Do not interrupt me.
Okay, sorry.
Here we have... Oh, God, it's going to be an actual tour. Here we have a stunning mosaic depicting the Great Shepherd, commissioned 10 years ago by the previous science minister. Let's discuss the symbolism behind it.
Aha!
The split crook is a symbol from which the shepherd gets his name. The inner fire represents the shepherd's wrath over the unruly, and, of course, the scales of fate in which he weighed each of his new proclamations. And behind it all, the glorious wall, the shepherd's great work, which figurative and literally protects his followers from malicious influences of the outside world.
Yep.
Before we move on, any questions? Was there something you didn't understand?
What's up with the fruit?
It represents the shepherd's love and understanding of nature. Grapes, pears, apples, all delicious, nurturing, and native to the land.
I need a piss. Where are the toilets?
There'll be a scheduled bathroom break later in the tour.
What's with the cogs and steam?
That section depicts industry, the great work and scientific advancement of our kinds are capable of.
No more questions.
Moving on now, follow me.
Let's go.
Next up, this bust was erected in honor of Harrison Jeffers, one of the founding committee for Science City and the principal planner. Jeffers was a lifetime devotee of sacred geometry and designed the interior architecture to mimic natural structures and processes.
When is the scheduled break for the toilets?
Sir, please, I'll announce it at the allotted stop of the tour. I do trust you can cope until then.
Got it. Let's move on.
Oh, I had a question. If our science gets advanced enough, will we be as powerful as the shepherd?
Yeah, will we?
As a tourist. Well, now, in many ways, we already are, given we all carry the shepherd within our hearts. Each technological advance is a shared glory.
Okay.
There's plenty of fascinating sights still to come, but don't forget to stop by the gift shop afterwards and commemorate the visit with a miniature replica of the building.
Can I buy a tour of the labs?
I'm afraid that is not on our list of VIP experience days, no. The labs are sensitive working environments.
Wouldn't it make more sense to exit through the gift shop?
Look, I don't plan the tour route, okay? I just do the script. You want me to take over? Or you want to take over?
Should we go?
Everyone ready to continue? Let's go. Here you can see a perfectly scaled replica of the entire building. Besides the actual laboratories, you might notice the amenities for families that live here, such as rooftop gardens and sports facilities.
Nice.
I wanted to ask, how many people work and live here?
However, many are born into the right kind of corpse. Oh, this is you talking.
Current residential population is 287, out of which 81 are working here. We have the means to accommodate more as our family grows too. Moving on, this sub has been especially set up to give you an idea of what's going on in the upper levels. It's a real working environment.
Ah.
Of course, this is only being used for routine calculations. Plenty of what we do here is very sensitive and potentially disturbing to the untrained eye after all.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on then.
What's next?
A bunch of Tesla coils for show.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look closer at the life within Science City. Have you ever wondered what one of our famous scientists' living quarters looks like?
I've always wondered.
Well, now you can find out. Each room is full of experimental technology and appliances being tested before being made available to the general public.
See what their labs look like?
We displayed an example laboratory set up for precisely that reason.
Fascinating.
On we go. We'll now stop for a short refreshment break. The restrooms are around the corner. We'll resume the tour in 5 minutes sharp.
Sometimes I have bathroom issues. Don't wait up.
Just catch up with us down the hall, sir. Or don't.
See ya. Does that say shine, sir? Shine your shoes, governor. Gonna hide in the toilet and wait till they leave, just like the good old school did. Gone. Let's see if the elevator works. Biochemistry labs on floor. There you are. Safe from this propaganda shit. Ooh, what's that? Testing lab. Testing in there. Doesn't matter. I have a gun. Microbiology lab. So biology. Small. Botanical research. People are terrible. No way of knowing that Eddie works in any of these. Oh. Oh, he looks like Eddie. Oh. Wish I had time for a copper. Do you Americans say copper ever? Cup of tea? Cup of coffee?
Are you lost? It doesn't look like you should be up here.
I'm helping Eddie Hung.
Oh, that's interesting. I know he's been stressed lately. I'm glad he's getting some support.
What's Eddie like?
It's important to get someone. Um, he's respected, smart. I heard he's caught the eye of some powerful people recently. I just hope he knows how to handle it.
I'll do my best to help him.
Sure.
What's life like here?
We've got all the amenities. It's safe. People here have education, supposedly.
What are you implying?
Nothing you don't already know about yourself.
Kind of work goes on here?
Intense science.
What do you work on?
Infectious disease. If things are good, I'm kind of invisible.
No news is good news.
Yes, you understand.
Anyone I should watch out for?
I'll let you figure that out yourself. That's part of the fun.
Any other tips for a newbie?
Work hard, kiss ass, don't fuck up.
That I can do.
That's the spirit.
Better go. Don't get on my first day.
Be seeing you, I guess.
Bye. Fishies.
Howdy, you lost too?
Nope, I totally belong here.
Okay, nice place you got here.
How'd you get lost in the first place?
Oh, I just got distracted looking at stuff. Then I wanted to try out the elevator, and here I am.
You have a talent.
I know. Pops is always telling me, your head would set sail if it wasn't tethered to your neck.
Did you ever have like your dad say anything like that as a kid, Steve?
I can remember it never like that. It's always like you'd lose your head if it wasn't screwed on.
That one, yeah. My dad would always say, "Are your ears painted on?" But yeah. I think lots of people would say copper, but wouldn't spell it that way. We just say, yeah. Yeah, the thing about that, Tongs, is for such a long time, that term, ears painted on, I thought meant my physical ears were stuck to my head with paint as the glue. But only about 5 years ago, I thought about the expression, and then I realized that actually means they're drawn on to my head and they're useless because they're not real ears.
Yeah, and this term's always like not helpful at all. It's like you're distracted or can't see something, and then they just say some shitty little statement. I find that most ads have like 4 or 5 of those.
Yeah.
And they're never used in any helpful way.
It's really just to hush up the kids. That's it.
Yeah, or to make them shamed for something that's like a lapse of concentration or something. That's
Wise words, I think.
speaking of I'll get to his line.
Yep.
Amber was listening to the Pendulette podcast, and he was telling a story about when he was a kid. People would constantly use the term, I wouldn't push her out of bed. And he never understood the connotation. So he always thought that they meant, I want to go over to that person's house, break in, and then push them out of their bed, like while they're sleeping and cozy or like in the safe space, and then just push out of the bed and go, ha, and then walk off. And so people would say that, and it's usually a different context because people say that and you'd be like, well, I wouldn't either. That's terrible. And he said it was years later, like it was well into adulthood, because just sort of stopped hearing that term. And then as an adult, he heard it once just randomly, and he's gone, oh. I thought that was kind of cute.
Isn't that that phrase just a shortened version of I wouldn't kick her out of bed if she farted?
I've never heard that one. But yeah, it's like just a more wordy version of just I'd do her, basically.
Okay. You're up, Steve.
Oh, would you take a photo, please?
What, right now?
Yeah, make sure to get the cool view in shot.
I better not. Germs.
Fair enough. I'll have to take one of myself. If only there was a cool name for that kind of photo.
Me snaps?
That's so rad. I'm totally using that from now on.
My gift to you. Bye.
Look at that statue of a monkey.
3-headed.
It's like Caesar. Oh, it is too, yeah. That was just crazy hair. What's this guy going to be? Fun day for it, sir.
Are you the gardener around here?
And proud of it. 3 years next week. Our green spaces have really come a long way in that time, if I may say so myself.
Quick thing back to what you said about that saying. There's another saying that kind of is a little bit confusing like that. The I wouldn't piss on you if you're on fire. And I always think that being pissed on would be just as bad or almost as bad as being on fire. So maybe being pissed on is the bad thing.
It's kind of weird because it's like, because if the person wasn't on fire, then it'd be something you'd want to do to someone you'd hate. But then I guess the idea is you hate them so much that if they're on fire, you wouldn't even, you'd rather them burn rather than do the thing that's hateful anyway.
But what if you did both? What if you pissed on their non-burning parts? Then it's a double whammy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought that phrase was
But also,
weird.
you could piss on them when they're on fire too, because you're not going to put out the fire with just a stream of piss.
Mm.
Like
That's
if they're on fire, then something, like some sort of fuel is maintaining that.
Exactly. You may say so yourself.
Well, I started a systematic repotting of the existing plants. My main achievement is my cross-pollination program.
What does that involve?
Making tiny little plant mutants. No, that sounds scary. Basically, I'm making crossbreeds of various kinds of plants.
Wow, that sounds like a very big brain.
I'm not technically a botanist, but you know, I dabble with plants. You just have to feel it and listen to them.
Good that you love your job so much.
Or I think the full thing would be, if that person was on fire and they're at risk of setting my house alight, then I wouldn't even piss on them then. That'd be the proper version. Other scientists here look down on me, but I get to spend all day working with plants, so the joke's on them.
Hey, do you know Eddie Hung?
I really don't go in for gossip. I just focus on the green people.
This isn't gossip, it's important.
Sorry, sir, but even if I knew who the guy was, I really try to mind my own business.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry I can't help. I just go back to pruning.
Bye. A starter won't be able to stop. What to do? Hello, Eddie.
I'm on my break.
Dr. Hung, I'd like to give you some advice.
Oh, this is him. I shouldn't have picked up. I am, but I don't have time to babysit.
You're a real inspiration to me.
Yeah? What exactly about my work has inspired you, boy?
Heard that you're catching the eye of the higher-ups.
Maybe you didn't know, but spreading baseless gossip is liable to cost you more than a demotion to toilet cleaner.
You got it, Eddie. Just walked off. The wall looks beautiful today.
Oh, that's the wall.
Does your pit on my lip? Where did he go?
I had a memory recently of me and a couple of stepbrothers. For some reason, because this only happened once, we were dropped off they hired some rollerblades, and we got dropped off at the top of a building, like the rooftop. And there was a bunch of like older kids, like doing tricks and mucking around, and we sort of stayed to the side. And one stage we got more confident, we went around doing stuff, but didn't interact with the other kids, and we got really bored. And next to us was because this was in the city, so central city, so there were trains going past the thing. And we got so bored, we found discarded juice bottles, plastic bottles, and we peed in them and filled them up and threw them at the trains going past.
Jeez.
Steve once again lives up to his name as the Filthbag Pirate.
That's gross. You always see that.
Steve once again lives up to his name as the Filthbag Pirate.
You know, I said this to Lisa the other day. It's like, all right, first, before I say what it is, what's the worst thing you reckon that you've found in a car park as you've been walking through it?
No, there's one thing I didn't, without touching it, I wasn't sure, but probably what looked like a plastic bag filled with dog turds, like one of those where someone's picked it up but they haven't thrown the actual bag in the bin.
That is pretty dirty. So one thing I always find when going into car parks, it's like every car park has one for some reason. I don't know why. It's those toothpick flossing things. You know the ones I'm talking about? It's like a plastic thing with a little
inside
inch
is like
of...
a reel.
So it's got like an inch of floss that between two sort of forks.
I haven't seen those. I can't think of those.
Oh, I always see them. It's real disgusting. They're just always in every car park. But the worst thing I've ever seen in a car park was an empty blood bag. Don't know why it was there, but yeah, so gross. And it was empty in the sense that it had blood in it, so it had residue of blood in there. But yeah, so foul.
It's maybe an emergency response and they just sort of dropped it before the ambulance took off.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's the only thing I can think of.
What would the alternative be? Who walks around with blood bags?
No, it makes me think of it's like I watched a review of a terrible vampire movie where a guy uses the blood bag and then tosses it away, but that's in his house. But I thought it was really weird because that makes it weirder because if you're in a house and you just toss this blood bag to the side when you've emptied it, it's like, what? Doesn't that have isn't that going to drip? Like, what the hell?
He's alone. Now's my chance. Oh, there. Tongs has sent you a link.
Oh, it's the flosser things. I don't think I've seen those.
Oh, they're so common. I have a gun. That went too quick. They need to have button presses to get through that. Sit down, one sound, and you're dead.
Is this necessary? What do you want?
I don't have control over these. Shut the fuck up. Oh.
He did shut the fuck up. It's like shut the fuck up and then awkward silence.
Oh, I grabbed a cable. Oh, I can restrain. Answer my questions. Understand?
Yes.
What are these plants?
It's basic CLG. I'm testing photosynthesis properties.
What am I looking at here? New virus, perhaps?
It's a plant cell. The green clumps are merely nucleus and chloroplast.
What are these machines for?
Well, one is my radio. The other is a signal generator.
Now, let's see if I can get the truth out of you.
Who are you?
I'm a PI. That's all you need to know.
A PI with a gun? What are you hoping to achieve here?
The truth.
Ask away. Just don't get angry if the answers don't fit conveniently together.
What is Project Artifact?
Where did you invent such a fanciful name?
saw it in the science minister's documents.
Ludicrous. Where would you have seen those? Anyway, even if such project exists, I'm sure I'm not privy to it.
Fucking talk, Eddie.
I honestly don't know what you want me to say.
What's your relationship to the science minister?
I'm just a research scientist. Why would I have a relationship with him?
Because he asked you to keep a secret.
If you did, and I told you he didn't, would you believe me anyway?
You take secret orders from him directly.
No, there are strict protocols here. Chief Tanner has final oversight.
Twice before.
Look, I'm doing perfect work here. Work that will help us fight disease, understand our bodies. I'm just doing my job.
I'll be the judge of them.
I'm being honest with you.
What's your connection to Clarissa?
Connection? I've never met her.
How does she have blackmail on you?
What? You're the only one with an unhealthy interest in me.
But you've met her at the bite.
I've never been there.
I heard you like it upstairs.
I don't know where you get this sort of information.
Rose had a file on you. Everything.
Who?
Baby Gina, ring a bell?
No, sorry.
You're a fucking liar, Eddie.
I'm sorry it doesn't fit nicely with your conspiracy theory, but I'm telling the truth.
Eddie, I know you're not telling the truth.
What? Don't be ridiculous. I've told you everything I know. Please be rational. The simplest explanation is usually the true one.
Clarissa and the science minister are using you.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will.
Told you everything I know. Please.
Just say the words. Meanwhile, let me look for something sharp. Ooh.
Please stop. You don't have to do this.
This looks like acid. Wonder what will happen if I spill it on your face.
Wait. Okay, I'll show you the artifact.
Good, that would have been messy.
There's a secret entrance behind the shelf to the left. I'll give you the tour.
Use your words, Eddie. What's in there?
It's a technology I'm researching. Impossible to describe. Please let me show you.
Okay, let's go.
Is this going to be something from the human world, I assume?
Maybe. Maybe it's what turns the animals into funny animals.
Tongue somehow has an emote of the flosser. Is it?
No, it's a fish. Wouldn't that be funny?
It actually looks like it though. Like,
He was lying.
yes, my lizards.
What are you doing to them?
Might be easy to explain by showing you what happens to them.
I think lizards are awesome.
Oh, really? Random sentence. Hope it doesn't upset you to learn that they're valuable research specimens.
Get to the point.
Fascinating, is it not?
1 second.
What the hell is this?
We don't know exactly. Evolution is not really my specialty, but it's clearly a significant find.
Whose skull is this?
Take a look at this!
Either some kind of ancestor or an extinct kind. Never seen anything like this before.
Show me the artifact. That's like a gecko. Is this like a fish? Fish man?
It should be some sort of lizard, because I initially thought the other one was an ape, but that's like a chameleon.
Do you remember the pig man from Seinfeld? That was a great episode.
Roughly, not clearly. This is Gerald 5.
Eddie, what the ever-living fuck am I looking at here?
This is what the minister has me working on.
This feels wrong. What the fuck?
This is science, right? Wrong? All that matters is new understanding.
Just tell me what the fuck you've done.
We're experimenting with recombinant DNA, splicing species. Zero 5 is a combination of a lizard and a canine.
Why?
It's the artifact. I control it, I teach it.
Fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about the artifact.
Show me.
It's there, in the hazmat tent.
Let's go. There's a human skull there. That's what he was referring to.
Yeah.
So these
So
animals are
descendants of
human-sized.
humans.
Interesting.
And also they're descendants from humans, apparently.
Quarantine dome.
The artifact is oh, that's artificial voice. The artifact is highly sensitive, but is kept in a carefully controlled and protected environment.
Why does it need so much protection?
It's the greatest scientific puzzle and opportunity of our time, and I alone get to study it. Wait, that's him talking.
Yeah.
It says quarantine dome is the person.
What did you learn so far?
It's advanced organic technology. It rapidly reforms organisms, but we haven't figured out its patterns of intent yet.
Aliens. I fucking knew it.
No, not aliens. The processes it uses are advanced, but they're still within the confines of our understanding of biology.
Who could have made it?
I have my own private theories, but it's pointless to speculate.
Who found it?
I don't know. I'm as in the dark as you about exactly where it was found.
Okay. It's now or never, I guess.
It's not easy to look at, just so you know.
I look at myself in the mirror every day. I'll be okay.
Just be careful. Don't touch anything. There's still so much we don't know about how it reacts to stimuli.
Okay. Ooh. So I touch it.
Goo. It's like the goo from Prometheus.
Uh-oh. It's turning me into a venom. What? Oh, Anatoly told us that there was parades and stuff.
Yeah.
This looks cool. Like the raindrops on the lens as well.
Yeah, it's done that on other times as well.
Tongs, it touched me. We are, absolutely.
That's us.
What the? Why do we have 3 arms? Why are we
One's holding a
fighting?
gun. One's holding a phone. One's punching on with someone. And it's the girl,
Yeah.
the fox lady.
Tripping out hardcore. Look at the floor now.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would love a burger. Don't even know. Yeah. Spacer, what's your What's your burger of choice? If you're ordering a burger, free reign to choose the ingredients. What are we talking? Is that us?
Previous one was us. Is that the brother? No,
I don't think.
eating something.
Eating a person. Just
Yeah.
bit the head off.
Call mum. That's the
Yeah.
theatre.
The water's getting deeper too. There's Anatoly in there. Ew. Oh. Oh. It's a good one. Good choice, Space. So
It's a quick act.
apoptosis. I guess I'm the artifact now. We change, but we change nothing. I'm home with Mum. She is young and the air smells of potato soup. Her hands are warm. I look her into the eyes. The glance slides through thin, lucid air. An apparition made out of tiny gasps moves through you. You can feel her face slipping from your memory. I don't remember. There are no memories, only lies you tell yourself. A narrative to keep you complacent, docile, normal. Everything dies with you. Imagine the memory. Her face is covered in a thin red veil. Her black, gaping mouth is laughing at you. How silly, how small, how insignificant. Call out her name. Change, but you changed nothing. There's always a last time that you'll see everyone. There's always a never again. Oh, look at this. This mattress. Stale smell of damp ground and sweat. Where am I? Yeah, I reckon. The sole purpose of my existence is so you can gaze upon yourself through me. I am here for you. I will always be here for you. Gaze upon myself. Face looks different. Your body is transforming. You are being stuck in perpetual becoming. You don't recognize yourself, but that's alright. Try to recognize myself. Not much is left on the person you once were. Some parts are still there, lingering. Echoes in the caverns deep down that pronounce, I am, I am, I am. Nobody can hear you scream. The air is pierced by silence as you watch your mouth agape and admit a single short breath. Refocus the gaze. Take another look. Let me know what you think. Look at my face. Scars of lives lived, paths taken, words pronounced. The newborn flesh is ripping through the seams, discovering the boundaries of what it means to be you. Deep into my heart. Your dilated pupils reflect dim light coming from the opening of the tent. Your irises are unstable, liquid spheres of muddy color. Touch my face. Your fingers stick to the surface of your cheek, tissue stretching as you grip a small patch of flesh. It immediately grows back. I know who I am. This will not last. It's the gaze. Take another look. Let me know what you think. On my back. Multiple bulbous tumors are tearing through your shirt, pulsating, hungering for control over your lean, dehydrated flesh vessel. Listen to the tumors. Flesh speaks again, but in a language you can't understand. The tumors. Wet, malleable, greasy tissue, your fingers make indentations on its doughy exterior. Something inside of it is pushing back with force. Smell the tumors. Every person is a distinct scent. Yours is different now. There is something new commanding. There is something new commanding your being in yet unknown directions. Refocus. Take another look. Stumble away. Goodbye, old friend. I'll see you again when the skies reach the horizon.
Wowee! You're finally awake. You'll have me worried. You've been out for 2 days.
What's happening to me, Larry?
You're asking me, what the fuck is that thing on your back?
What have I done, Larry?
I don't know, bud. Nothing good. But you're among friends now, under the bridge.
What happened to me?
You've been in and out with a bad fever. What's that thing on your back?
I don't know. I don't know shit.
How does it feel? It's pulsating. Dear me.
Doesn't feel like anything.
What the fuck, dude? How did this happen?
I was infected by an organism in a secret government lab.
Sure. You must still have a fever. How can I help?
How did we get here?
Through the sewers. Found you in an alley near a dead body. But there was no weapon or anything. You were totally out of it.
Did I kill Anatoly?
Let's talk about this later, okay? You're going to be alright. Better not to worry.
It's this thing. It killed him.
What do you mean?
This thing. It pierced him.
Howard, it's not your fault. Please, I want to help you. I'm so sorry.
He was my friend. I don't understand.
I know, but I'm also your friend. It's going to be alright. We'll figure it out together.
It's a bad dream. It's not real.
It's honestly best if we don't talk about this right now. You're still in shock. I don't want to make it worse. Are you still hungry?
I fucked it. I fucked everything up.
Calm down, Howie. We're together and we're safe.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta warn her.
Who? What?
It's all connected. The minister, the secret lab.
You're blabbling. Take it easy, Howie. How about a nap?
Gotta tell Renee everything. Larry, please.
You're not going anywhere. The state you're in? Who's Renee?
She's the one I need to protect.
Okay, but maybe not in the current state.
I don't know what to do. Please tell me what to do.
Listen, we'll figure out what to do later. Sun will go down soon. We better get a fire started. Can you walk?
I can, but I prefer not to.
You'll be fine, as long as you go slow. Maybe do you good to have a little walk and find firewood. Ask people at the camp where to get it.
People out there, I'm a freak, Larry.
They're not going to judge. Introduce yourself. Get to know them. This is your new home after all.
Introduce myself. What if I hurt someone?
You won't. I'm alright, see? I gotta run some errands. Away from the camp. We'll make a plan together later. I promise.
Sure, a plan.
We'll figure this out as a team. I'll take care of you, but I need to do a thing first. Now go find some wood. Make sure it's dry.
Okay.
I reckon he's going to Dobbs on us. Like his errand is to get Clarissa or something.
Oh, look at the tube that this cat lady has.
The structure behind it looks like the base we made in Grounded.
It does.
B, so is it as in B Arthur?
Yep.
Hey, new guy. Excuse me, but are you okay?
Is that a tuba?
That's our best B Arthur impression. Yep, I'm just doing my scales. Can't talk.
Honk you later.
That's actually closer to Gilbert Godfrey's impersonation of B Arthur more than B Arthur herself. Yeah.
I'm Howard. Nice to meet you.
Hey Howard, I'm Casey.
You like it here?
Oh,
Did Larry tell you about me already?
hmm?
Okay.
Sorry.
Bye.
Sorry, I'm just very tired.
With a feeling. This might be the...
Theo.
Yes, Dio, indeed.
Oh, so you're the sick guy. Welcome. Name's Dio.
Howard's the name.
That's good. Do more of that. Introduce yourself to folks. No one likes a pariah.
Can I help with growing stuff?
I've got errands today. Ask me tomorrow. I'm sure I can find something for even a plant newbie to do.
I'm going to try my best here.
We ask nothing less, and we'll help.
You know where I can find some firewood?
Keep on heading left. It's not exactly a forest, but you'll find it.
Do you know Rose Klemenko?
How do you know about Rose? And don't fucking lie to me. I will know, and I will fuck you up.
I know her mum Florence. Promised I'd try to find her.
How did you meet Florence?
While I was investigating the bite.
Investigating for whom? Speak straight, boy.
For myself, I'm a detective.
And what were you investigating exactly?
Clarissa Bloodworth and what she did to the girls.
Well, you're a shitty investigator then.
How so?
I'm a scavenger. I get people over the wall. Rosie is safe. Clarissa is the one sponsoring the whole operation.
Oh, wow. Didn't expect that. Clarissa is funding you?
We have a deal with her, yeah? She helps get the people out.
Are you getting funded from... But she's a fucking murderer.
I heard about that. I don't give two shits about where the money comes from, as long as I can go outside and help people.
I'm not sure what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm not going to discuss my moral compass with you. Get fucked if you don't like it.
Can you take me outside the wall?
No, don't ask why. In fact, stop asking so many questions.
Just curious.
And I don't have time for that.
Rosie is safe? What does that mean?
She's alive. That's all I can tell you.
What about Leslie Pham or May Lauder?
Leslie's with Rose. May didn't make it.
What do you mean she didn't make it?
She was shot on the way there. I'm sorry.
Shot by whom?
Whom do you think? Border Patrol. We did what we could. Can't tell you more. I won't relive it again.
Can't you tell Florence?
It kills me, but no. For Rose's safety, she can't know. One slip, and that'll be it.
I'm glad Rose is okay.
Yeah, every person out of this shithole is a huge achievement.
Do the other folks here know what you do?
No, it's not often, but sometimes a girl will wait here until stuff is ready. People know not to ask.
That's trusting of you.
Not really. I don't leave shit to chance.
So you've helped other people escape too?
Not as many as I'd like. It's a risky process.
How risky?
It takes months to prep. A few people involved, but they can't have much contact. And if we ever fail...
You're incredible.
It's just something I have to do.
Thank you for explaining.
No worries.
That's all I needed to know for now. Thank you.
Yeah, it felt good to talk about it, actually.
It was nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, firewood's still to the left.
Yeah, there's stuff we didn't do early. Looks well used. Smells kind of good, actually.
Oh, what's that? Sorry, concentrating.
What are you playing?
Beggar's Blind. I'll teach it to you another time. Oh, I'm Ryan.
Howard. I would totally have this, like, as my desktop background. I reckon. So good. This branch looks something. Should use that big blob spike.
Mm.
Death is coming to us all. No reason to be uncool about it. Pretty chill about it, actually. It's not like you have a choice. You also have a choice. You sure? Yes. Interesting. I know you better than anyone, yet I can't tell if you're lying. You don't know me. Nobody does. You never truly know anyone. Most of all yourself. Time to wake up. Exist again. I'm gonna make that. Got wood? Oh, that's you. Sorry, I was just making a joke. Go.
And yeah, so it's still, got wood?
Strange neighbors you got here.
I'm glad you talked with them. How were they?
Fine, I guess. They weren't exactly talkative.
Good new. Give them a chance. We're a tight-knit group. Everyone here has been hurt before.
No idea, Tongs. No idea. Maybe it's turning us human. That would be cool. Just hope it doesn't cause trouble for you.
It won't, as long as you behave.
Sound like we're...
Renee's the most important thing to you, isn't she?
She's my partner and she could be in danger.
Doesn't seem like she's trying hard to find you, though.
She has to be careful. She'll do anything she can.
Maybe, but you don't need her, Howie.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but this time, I think I am.
So what now?
I don't know, Howie. I just live in one day at a time here. You should try it.
Can you show me how?
Look, let's just get through tonight. Tomorrow we can figure out a plan for whatever you want to do.
Oh, fine.
Okay, fine.
You again. Who are you? I'm what I am. You are what you are. I am my body. What is it made of? Chemical reaction. You're a biological machine made for being, for knowing, and for feeding. So are you feeling ready? You won't ever be ready. Change sweeps you away from when, and then you've changed, but you changed nothing. Exist again. Steve?
Oh, what time is it?
I don't know. It's nice not knowing.
Sleeping is nice too.
Larry, in case you hadn't noticed, I've got stuff to do.
Sure, let's talk. What happened to you and what's your plan?
Let's get straight to planning.
Sure, you don't want to talk about what happened? It's not a good bottle. It's not good to bottle everything up.
I don't want you mixed up in this.
Okay, I can respect that. How can I help?
that a typo? Can you track Renee Willilson down?
Oh, yeah. That's the type of before. Didn't I tell you she's not as good as me? I'm a better friend. I can ask around in my usual contacts. A few of us keep our ears to the ground and trade rumors. But but do you have any leads for me?
She could be hiding. Should be
I
asking.
bet that
around.
is, she has a butthole near Bernie Street. I can ask around, but I can't promise anything. What she look like anyway?
She's a fox, young, pretty, usually wears green.
Have you seen Disney's Robin Hood? Okay, I'll see what I can do. You might owe some slightly unusual people a big favor, though.
We need to find a way to let people know what's happening to me.
And then what? Even if they believe you?
That's up to me, up to them. I've done my part.
If you say so.
I'm ready to make a decision.
What'll it be? I can only do one thing today, but we might try again tomorrow.
Try and find Renee.
I'll ask the usual suspects, but I really can't promise anything.
What do I do in the meantime?
We were due to have a group dinner tonight. Get to know folks, help out, take your time.
And I'm invited?
Of course. You're one of us now. You should help them out while I'm gone.
All right, see you later, Larry. Let's go this way. Geezer. The geezer regards you somewhat warily. Regard the geezer patiently. The geezer ruffles its tail feathers and looks more obliquely at you. I am friend. The geezer huffs gently in acknowledgement, settles calmly on its haunches, and makes what can only be described as a raspy purring sound. Just chilling with a geezer, running from her problems. The geezer looks into your eyes and honks loudly. She likes spending time with you too. Sit with the geezer and notice the world together. Oh, I got geezer pleaser achievement.
But someone coined that term about the later day Bruce Willis films and all those really cheap films with like an established known action actor that's both they're very old, but also the audience they're targeting is very old. Hey, Howard, right? Beautiful day we're having.
You're cheerful.
I try to be. Honestly, it's not too hard. This is your first time hanging with the Streeties?
I can see the appeal.
I know it might take a little getting used to. Just give it a chance.
There's a crab in your tuba.
It's too. You mean Andre?
Why is there a crab in your tuba?
Because he wanted to get a bigger house, I guess. Who knows with these crab folks?
Doesn't he affect the sound?
He has a certain timbre to it, yeah. It's my signature sound now.
What does he eat?
A crab in your horn. Oh, just about anything. His favourite is carrot.
How long has he lived there?
Couple of years. He just moved in one day. Doesn't seem to mind the noise, so I thought, why not?
Anyway. Want to play something together?
Is that an invitation? I'm always up for a friendly jam.
Have you something I can play?
Yay, I'll get a harmonica for you. Just follow my lead.
Take it away, maestro. This is cool. You can't be truly homeless and living under a bridge without a harmonica.
Yeah, I've thought the geese was hopping to it for a second when they started.
Yeah. A harmonica and a pet dog.
Hey, again,
Don't you miss your past life at all?
parts of it maybe, but this is my new life for a reason.
I know the feeling.
Is it really that different? There's still people and music here.
Never been part of a community before.
Doesn't it feel cool? I mean, Ryan annoys me, but we accept each other.
It's just different.
I think I hear you. Talking about past lives can be painful. Much better to make music about them.
I'd better get going. Bye.
How are you feeling today, chap?
Fine.
Well, tonight's dinner should be jolly. Always good to get the old gang together.
I'm helping out. I want to feel useful.
I think that's a super idea. Good on you.
You friends with Ryan?
You could say that, but I'd say our life philosophies clash as much as our playing styles.
So friendly banter then.
Yes, Ryan supplies me with the banter. I supply the erudition.
Best be going north.
Be well, Howard.
Bye.
I can see Ryan is the creature. Is it a hamster or a gerbil that does the internet meme of it looking terrified?
Not sure.
Hey, Harry.
Hi there, Brian.
Ryan, don't forget it. Listen, you want in on this action?
You just play cards all day.
And if I do, you got a problem with that?
No, man, you do you.
I'm doing me.
Let's play.
Put your butt in the seat, boy.
Go easy on me.
Does not actually even play.
Okay. These like huskies? Or maybe Shiba
Yes.
Inus.
Yeah, maybe that. Or corgis. And corgis is usually would be portrayed as a royal dog though, but... What, dude? You look whack.
I'm Howard.
You'd better just speak to my dad.
Will do.
Hello, young fella. I'm Roger Batty. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, I'm Howard.
Forgive me for being blunt, but I'm a doctor. What's the nature of your affliction? Never seen anything like it. Can I see?
I'm not sure. It's complicated.
I'm happy to hear if you ever want an ex-professional opinion. Best to have these things checked out.
You don't sound too good yourself.
Yes, I'm rather afraid I've come down with a respiratory condition.
You should take it easy.
Thanks. Same goes to you.
Do you need any help?
That'd be very kind of you. Got my hands full with everyone's requests.
I'm yours to command.
I think a cup of tea would do me good, but I need some herbs. You can find them in the forest area nearby and on the farm. Joshua was about to go. Can you keep him company?
Joshua, shall we go on an adventure?
Dude, I'm not fucking 12.
I don't mind doing it myself.
Come on, Joshua. It'll do you both good.
What exactly do we need?
Calendula, thyme, and sage.
Okay, we're going then. Come to the tent with me. I can just take a nap. That's the hitman thing where you run too fast and then go back and get him.
Yeah.
Time. Calendula. Hang on, wasn't Sage was the last one?
Yeah, from memory. Oh, what the fuck is that thing on your back?
Alien.
Are you going to die?
Not until I've done my job.
I want a job.
Careful what you wish for.
Cool. I'm just gonna chill here. Don't tell Dad I'm smoking.
I could do with the smoke, I guess.
Sure, here you go.
Your dad doesn't smoke? No, you smoke?
I don't think so. He wouldn't like it.
Get on with the old fella?
I mean, sure. It's like we do loads together. He's always helping others. We're kind of separate people.
Wish I could have had a dad like that.
What was yours like?
Mum told me he hit her once while she was carrying me.
That's not cool.
So respect your dad if he's good.
Sure. Don't be a snitch.
Laters. No, I don't. What is that? Tongs, do you know? There's no sage. Oh, the farm. Where's the farm? I mean, I
I
think...
wasn't prompt to go to it in this area. What's that go to? To the right of left of that dude?
Where was that?
Joshua.
Sit
Oh,
alone.
sit alone. Okay, I thought it was. I kept reading because you kept going faster so fast. I kept reading it as like go somewhere. Hey Howard, how you doing?
Not bad, all things considering.
Good. It's all relative, right?
Need help gardening?
Of course. Let's get dirty.
Okay, where do I start?
Hello again.
I'm looking for sage. Growing any?
Sure, it's basically a perennial here. What do you got in mind?
I'm helping Roger with his cough. Keeping myself busy.
Ah, his tea. Sure.
Exactly, thank you.
Here, I'll cut you a few stems.
Appreciate it.
No problem, bro.
Gotta get going. Laters, Dio. How about that, huh? Yeah, the tie would be the first thing to go.
Joshua didn't come back with you.
He's still hanging out in the woods,
Oh yeah? Doing what?
looking at birds and trees.
Ah, he's good, despite his dad.
You don't seem so bad as far as dads go.
Ha, I like to think so too. What could you possibly be basing that assumption on?
I'm a good judge of character.
Another thing I'll have to take your word for, but I would like to believe it.
Nothing like my dad, so I know you're doing good.
It's really dumping on his dad. Oh, I'm sorry if you had a tough upbringing, and thank you.
Yeah, tea time.
Ah, excellent. Thank you.
Hope it helps.
Thank you, Howard, and for spending time with Josh.
Glad to be of help. Get well soon. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Howard, ready for dinner?
Everything okay? You look worried.
No, gosh, I'm fine. Let's just sit by the fire and enjoy our family dinner.
Wait, where's Larry?
I'm not sure. He might turn up later.
He was supposed to be back by now.
Is he dinner, maybe? He does that sometimes. You know he has a drug problem, right?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm rather afraid it's a present issue.
No way. He went to the city to help me.
Perhaps he did, but he's liable to be forgetful when he's procuring his fancies.
I can't believe it. Fucking Larry.
I'm sorry you didn't know. He hides it well. Just try and enjoy dinner.
The fucker lied straight to my face.
He hides it well. He's a good guy. Everyone trusts him. I don't think it's our place to ruin that.
You're right. Let's just enjoy some dinner.
Got confused because that was the same start of the sentence, so it made me think he was doubling up and then realized he wasn't.
Well, that shimmer's cool. It's a weird turn from investigation to suddenly living in the homeless community with a big, huge growth on her back.
Yeah.
For sure. Do you think that maybe Larry's been killed?
Yeah, I don't know. The thing with the drugs suggests that he's going to be okay because we have to braid him all. Because video game wise doesn't necessarily need to, but I think if it was a TV or movie, you would be alive just because that's got to come up. Especially with the main character acting betrayed. There's no point unless that he does confront Larry. Yeah, he's high on monkey butt.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe he's been chopped up. He's the new, whatever that other guy's name was.
Jeremy Green. I don't know how people have finished this game in 4.5 hours. Because we're about nearly 7 total.
Yeah, because you're saying we'll probably finish this thing when Act 3 started. I've gone, shit, if we're just reaching Act 3 and we're a little bit into third session, that suggests we're not going to make it to the end.
Is there usual 4 acts in things?
No, like in terms of a visible act thing, I think it's like chapters. For story structure, there's either a 3-act story or a 5-act story, but I think they're separate from when they're visual like that. It's more like chapters of a book where there could be any number, and they're more mini stages or parts.
Thought I was meant to press a button or something. Nope.
Yeah, something came up.
That was just me hitting spacebar to see if I was meant to sort of move on or something, but it's a cutscene.
Do you want to talk about if we could fill it?
What?
I was finishing anyway.
Getting extra pulsy. Or maybe not.
What? Suze.
Oh, it is Suze. Are we gonna fuck Suze up? Oh. We shoot us or we trip?
Tripped, I think. There's got to set out his mercy, and I think the growth is going to save us.
I'm cool for that. Show us yourself. What have you been? What are you? What have you aspired to become?
We haven't killed anyone, have we?
I'm no one. There's nothing special about me. Anatoly.
Oh, yeah.
We can find the real you together. What does it mean to truly show someone every facet of what makes you you? Everything shifts and changes. There is no me. See yourself through the eyes of others. Know yourself through the small rituals of truth. We're all one, breathing in unison, rhythmically becoming, pulsating. I am. We are we of a nation. Can't see any way to get it open. This is where I woke up, unfortunately. At least it's not a bucket. Locked door. Can't see anything through the key. Maybe we can use our powers on it. Cage wall. Where I am though. What the fuck is this container? Oh, hello. That's cool. Oh, that's really cool. I like that.
Like a. I'm trying to figure out what that actually. So it's like a peephole, is it?
Yep.
You're awake.
What are you going to do with me?
You're going down to run some tests on you. I'm afraid the artifact you're carrying is more valuable than you are now.
Was this all part of your plan?
Not at all, darling. I would have preferred both you and the artifact in separate pieces each. But plans change. I adapt. It's what makes me strong.
So what is this thing you want so badly?
It's a symbiotic organism that splices its own genetic code with the host and rapidly expresses the new code. And now, in my hands, it's safe.
Your hands aren't safe. They're dripping with blood of innocence.
No one I've dealt with has been truly innocent. But yes, I've had to take some extreme measures. In my family, it's expected.
You're just making excuses.
You're not ready to see the world through my eyes. And my only concern right now is the artifact inside of you.
You want to unlock the secret to eternal life.
Oh, you can be sure I have that already. My name is going to be written into the history of this city, etched deep into people's memories. I don't need the artifact for that.
The apes will figure you out. You'll be the main course for dinner.
How you overestimate them. They're just a bunch of weak minds born into strong bodies, terrified of losing their inherited power.
This isn't going to work out how you think.
I'd better get going. Howard, I'm genuinely sorry it worked out this way.
Fuck you, Clarissa. I think I hear someone outside. Doesn't smell like Clarissa.
It's nothing personal, but I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Am I dying?
All I'm here for are the tests and the results, which should be illuminating.
Is Clarissa threatening or blackmailing you?
No, I have my own reasons for working for her.
I've helped people escape Clarissa. I can help you too.
I'm afraid it doesn't seem like you're in much of a position to do that at the moment, even if I wanted to, which I don't.
Why am I here?
So we can run some tests on you, that's all I know.
So Clarissa doesn't trust you, huh?
She does, but I didn't ask. Not everything is in my business. But I'm sorry you're in this situation.
So let me out.
I sincerely hope you survive the tests, but what happens then isn't up to me.
It could be. Do the right thing.
I better get back to my preparations.
Wait. Now what? It's an empty table, shelf, small table, an empty shelf or a small table, not exactly useful. What is that smell? Shit, I think it's coming from the vents.
What?
She must have dropped this. It's mine now.
Oh, you're awake already. Seems like the anesthetic is not very effective on you. I'll use more next time.
Finally, yes.
What are you saying?
You done?
Not yet. We need to start another test. I'm really sorry.
This will change you too. Got a screaming voice. Transformation became undone. Everything reverts back to discomfort and uncertainty. The true state of all things. Things that we've done. We bursted into this new identity. We have to bear the brunt of losing it. Maybe we pushed too hard and damaged the shell. Kept everything together that gave us definition. We are together. There is no longer movement, just stillness of passing through time, waiting for the end, for the borders to shift. Start the new purpose, there will be none. We demand a purpose. We keep reaching into the past, our limbs sliding through centuries of slimy gunk, feeling for bits of trauma, an event that could somehow elaborate our anguish. Allow the stillness and feel through it instead. Nothing stays the same. No one knows anything. This bandage is really pinching. One of the bandages speckled in dried blood, some of it unnaturally dark, almost black. It's tight and pinching the skin beneath painfully. That feels better. What are they doing to me while I'm unconscious? What are they hoping to find? Carefully inspect the chest. I'm not bleeding. Looks like I'm fine underneath. Wonder why she bothered putting it on me. Feel the tumor on the back. I don't know if I can bear to touch with my hands. Something feels like it's shifting. The overwhelming feeling of something warm and living. The hard ridges and softer pulsating gladius. The bandage in the book. Beyond Walls by Hitzer Chaffetz. Thanks, Belle. There's a handwritten note on the first page. To Belle. Hope this little book helps light a spark when you're in the deepest dark. Open the book in the middle. Page fell out. Take a look. Became unglued. The problem with mass market paperbacks. Oh, we can write a note with the piece of paper and the pen. Let's read the blurb. What are walls? The ones that surround us, physically and emotionally. How do we break free? Physicist and award-winning writer Chaffetz makes a blistering, innovative investigation into the true nature of happiness. Not the kind of escapism I had in mind, but it's better than nothing. I hear footsteps pacing. Good
morning.
Yeah.
How you do? How are you feeling?
I don't believe this is happening.
I know it's surreal. I wish the artifact came to us another way.
Not enough to stop experimenting on me.
I'm afraid not. Given how advanced the symbiosis is, and the potential for data, it'd be an irresponsible waste.
Advanced symbiosis?
The way it fuses with the host so rapidly is remarkable. How did you become in possession of it anyway?
Got into me. I don't know how.
You mean it acted under its own volition in order to fuse with a favorable host? Fascinating.
Did story earn any favor? I want fresh air. It's not. Survive. Hang on. We've never used an inventory before.
I don't think so. We still got the planks.
We got all the shit.
What the hell is this?
I don't know, do I just leave it?
Joseph!
Yeah, Josiah, indeed. Maybe it is timed or something. Can't duck either. Yeah, I need the ketchup and hide under the bed, right? Either or. I get it.
I don't know.
Can't even select items either.
I think we haven't noticed because usually I think you can just click on the thing it's used on and progress.
Yeah.
It might be just for reference in menus, just for reference.
Number of steps, that would be.
Try knocking on the wall.
Knocking how though?
Prompt come up?
No prompts at all. The worst part.
Can you click that page? That fell out of the book.
Page fell out of the old book. There's barely any print inside. Doesn't smell or can't even run in here. I wonder if it's a bug maybe. Think it's a bug? No, I never used items.
It makes me think of it because I thought I'd look it up just in case we are missing something.
Yeah.
It says, yeah, look at the table and ventilation, and then the gas comes, we pass out. From the medical chair, we grab a handle, speak to Bell.
Hang on, what was that last thing you said?
Speak with Bell, which I think
speak with
done.
Bell, yeah. We've already knocked, so maybe it's the next part after that. We knocked to speak to Bell last time.
So that's the leading up to it. And it says, I think they misspelled this because it's Glovered. It's using the main Howard. Wakes up in his room, we look at the book, get a page from it, we knock on the door, and although knock is in double quotes, like scare quotes, we knock on the wall and speak with Bell.
Yeah, we may have already done that. What was the next part after that?
Goose appears at the window. He hands a note from Renee.
Let's back out. Oh, hang on. Does it just quit the game? Let's try that. I'll quit the game and relaunch it. Did. It said we're at 7.7 hours in Steam as well. We did this before. Okay. Read the book. Cover. Read it. Pocket it. Okay. We've got the page now. Do we want to listen in or inspect ourselves? I think we already inspected ourselves anyway. Let's listen in. This is hard for you, isn't it? I'll open a window. This didn't happen last time. When I asked for fresh air, it cut to black and went back to the thing, so it must have been a bug.
Yeah.
Hello? How arc?
Do you want to stream it internally again?
Oh, got it?
Yep.
Alright, geezer.
Right.
You got something for me?
Huh?
A note?
Howard, if this reaches you, I am where I found you on your ass at 9 every night. I showed the geezer your photo, told him to check the unusual places. I'm sorry I didn't come back that day. I was being followed. I'm worried about you. I fussed around, but you're holding out on me. Hope we can have tea together soon. Ah,
Can you take a reply back a reply? I have a blank page.
huh?
It's all Clarissa and Science Ape. Ape had an organic sample and was cloning from it. Got into me, but I'm fighting. That's all I've got space for.
Huh?
Thanks, friend. Fly safe.
Huh?
To you too. Ooh, got a feather. I'm gonna make a poison dart with the pen.
Howard, please keep your strength up.
Soup. I hate soup. A piece of bread and some butter and packets too. This will keep me alive, but I might destroy my will to live. I don't trust myself to keep it down. Butter. Need to grease it up something. The butter, maybe.
Yes?
Your name is Bell.
Yes, how did you know?
Found an inscription in the book.
Haha, I'd forgotten it was there, but yes, it's no real secret.
Bloodworth gave it to you.
And I'm giving it to you. Maybe you'll have preferred a radio or something, but not much signal here.
I prefer a key or more painkillers.
I know it's not much, but maybe you'll find something in that book you can use.
Please tell me about who you really are.
I suppose I owe you that much. Way to start. I'm a scientist, but there aren't many scientists like me.
Ones that enjoy torturing people, you mean?
No, rodents do not become scientists, so rabbits are rodents. Sure, it's not legal, but may as well be.
You ever worry that she's taking advantage of you?
Of course, it's crossed my mind, but I get what I want from this deal too. And if she is, at least she doesn't rub it in my face.
So it's all worth it.
Yes, it is. The chance to protect my craft, to practice my craft, to illuminate the darkness. It's what I've always wanted, and for others like me to get a chance one day.
Clarissa kills people and sells their flesh to the apes.
What are you talking about? Why would she do that?
For her own gain, for power.
Even if that's true, and it's that simple, I'm sure she has a good reason for it.
Wow, you're in love with her.
Maybe, but I remember what my life was like before her. I felt like I was a slave to society.
You traded the lives of innocents for your happiness.
No, I'm working to improve the lives of real innocents.
Leave me the fuck alone.
As you wish.
I need to resist this. Fuck. Maybe we can stick the blanket in there or something. Oh! Good sound effect.
Yeah, this is from stock though. Like I've heard that multiple times. Of course, I'll be very careful.
Does the walkthrough that you have give us an idea of how far through it we are, Steve?
Try not to look. Should I have a rough?
Just a rough guess. Because if we're at 2.5 hours now, we can sort of work out how long we have left.
That's pretty close to the bottom.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, very close.
It was all for nothing. Nothing mattered. There is only change. What are we now? One of the past incarnations of yourself. One of the visions of the future never lived. One of the myriad of identities we've chosen. Those that were chosen for us. Dirty toilet with a sink on top of it. Come on, I know you're there.
Howard, how are you feeling?
Shifting.
I can only imagine. In any case, please get ready for the next round of tests. We'll start soon.
Feel complicit.
I know. I'm not asking for forgiveness. This is my work, and it has to be done.
We are ready. We're going to break out and just wreck shop.
Please try me. It's important.
Things go in us. Are we what we contain? At least it's not soup. Disgust. This meal looks upsetting somehow. I'm not hungry. Fuck this, Ben. Whatever happens, I need to make sure the gas doesn't knock me out. Sweet. My weapon of choice. Stained and stiff with blood. My blood. It's kind of like Andy's bed.
Yeah. Didn't try to remind me. Have you seen a movie called The Last Castle?
I don't think so.
There's a bit. It's like a military prison, and there's a bit where there's a breakout.
Is that the Robert Redford, James Gandolfini?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
That's because that's the sword. Like Gandolfini reviews him, and he's talking about the sword. But yeah, there's a bit where the guys with rubber bullets. Oh no, the water cannon, and the Robert Redford's character's got a plan for all of the contingencies the prison's going to use to try to suppress the riot. So they get all a bunch of dinner trays, and you see people welding stuff to them. You don't know really what it's for. And when the little personnel carrier with the water cannon on top, like for riot control, comes out and starts spraying them, and suddenly a bunch of prisoners run out with they've joe-rigged handles to they've welded handles to the dinner trays, so that they use them as shields, but then also they line up, and it protects them from the water cannons. But also I don't know if they protect themselves from rifles by reflecting the sunlight, but there's that scene where they suddenly form like a phalanx to protect themselves from the water cannon. It's kind of clever.
I'm gonna have to watch that again. That was a good film.
Yeah, it came up on Netflix. I was almost tempted to watch it, but for some reason didn't get around to it. But I did enjoy it the first time I saw it.
Ah, that feels better. What are they doing to me while I'm unconscious? Feels like antiseptic, the undertones of earthiness. Not the iron tang of blood, something more mellow. What is this what I've become? Consent? How are we gonna do this? Okay. Maybe we should stuff more bandage into the... We'll block some of the gas from coming out in the first place. Wrap it around my face. Tight enough around my nose and mouth, I should be effective against blocking the gas particles and buy me some time. I don't think it's helping much. I must stay awake. Oh, here we go, Tongs. This is what we're going to pretend that we're unconscious. Risky. But if I get the door open and get her close to me. What's that on your face? Oh no, don't. Bells.
It's Lila.
Yeah, Bells, stop.
How are you unconscious? Did the artifact somehow...
We are the artifact.
I know you must hate me, but please don't hurt me. I can...
There is no hurt.
You don't have much time left. I think you should know that.
Find Renee, that's all that matters.
Okay, you'll need these keys to get out of here.
We want to see the test results.
It won't help. It's mostly raw data, and they need analyzing and comparing.
We need to see them.
The files are on the computer over there. Howard, I'm so sorry.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I wanted him to exact vengeance.
I don't understand any of this shit. Could smash this up, but I'm so tired. This is the computer.
Yeah, can't see anything on that.
Unless... Side. Oh shit, there's a lot of reading. Belle Louise Carson. First suite of tests aim to work towards... Oh, this is all you, Steve.
Oh, God damn it, I thought I got away with it. This suite of tests aimed to work towards an understanding of the patient's psychological state through pain threshold and response. Initial tests concluded patient has a far higher, broader pain tolerance than average suspects, along with a massive spike in aggression hormones. Full data range below. This set of tests is aimed to establish a basic framework for understanding the artifact's effect on healing factors and motor control. Our initial conclusion is that in the subject at least, the artifact has rapidly begun breaking down certain neural pathways or strengthening certain parasympathetic nervous systems. Aims of the third test suite will be to isolate RNA and DNA functions and relationship. If patient does not survive, we will perform autopsy and attempt to contain the artifact for further study. Are you me? Are you us? Are you, am I, who am I am. Look into the extent data on psychological trauma, linked to neuropathy, correlation, thesis psychosomatic impact on artifact, also study effect of immune response to common viruses of those exposed to extra-wall environment compared to intra-wall. City has immunosuppressant effect. Why? Let's continue. There are not many of us left. Time is running out, but hope perseveres. I persevere. We cannot let the line end here. Change is preferable to annihilation. We are all our genes. Our genes are all we are. We are. That's artifact stuff mixed with her analysis. It was bizarre seeing the growth today. It sits on the subject soldiers like a hoodie or something. Today's test proved that his pain tolerance is well above average, and I believe it. He's been walking around with this thing on him for days, and he still hasn't dropped. It's a shame we couldn't track the effect it's had on him from the start, and sometimes I wonder how much of that tolerance is him and how much is the artifact. Subject seems to be suffering nightmares. He groans, twists, and turns, even whispers to himself in his sleep. I guess if he's sleeping at all, like he's having an imaginary argument with himself. He might not have much time left. Even if I were to let him out now, he wouldn't last long. In a way, he's better off here. Of course, he doesn't see it that way. We're wasting time here. These numbers and letters are inconsequential. We must go. We must become. We must be.
Yes, we are.
His name is Howard. I don't know why I wanted to mark that down, but I felt compelled to. His name is Howard.
Must go. We are. Must be. Oh, we're gonna let her live? What? Ooh, epilogue.
Hello, Clarissa.
If you want, I can be the minister if you want to continue being Clarissa, just because it's Howard's not in the picture.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, Clarissa.
Minister, I trust you're well.
I'm fine, Bloodworth. Just busier than usual. Is the next delivery still on track?
I guess the problem with us reversing it is I don't know what you're going to pick.
I'll choose what you
do I
choose.
pick?
Whatever
What
you
made
read.
you think? What made you think that it's not?
I haven't heard from you in a week. Anything on your mind?
Have I ever given you reason to doubt me before, Minister?
Not once. I must inform you the most peculiar incident has occurred. Someone broke into my office. Any clues who could have tipped them off?
If there's still anything important,
Some papers. Some pertaining to our partnership. Do you have any information concerning of who could have done such a thing?
no, but if I hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
Alright, I believe you, for now.
Minister, we are partners. I don't understand where this is coming from.
You hear something on the grapevine, let me know, please. This could impact us both.
Of course, I will take care of myself. Hope you will do the same.
Goodbye, Clarissa.
Have a wonderful evening, Minister.
Holy shit, we're her now. Well, I guess... yeah, that's fine. She's real slow, though. Sluggish ass bear.
I like how the hat has a little bit of a thing to it when she walks.
Since I'm controlling Clarissa and we're going to talk to Renee, do you want me to be Clarissa and you be Renee?
Okay. I won't be intimidated, you know.
That attitude is why you're here.
No, I'm here because your goon fetched me at gunpoint.
Suze is more of a trusted lieutenant than a goon.
Yeah, well, her manners could use some work.
Suze, thank you. You can go.
How did you find me?
Some junkie let slip your name to one of my dealers.
Oh, that prick. Forget his name.
Larry.
Don't know why yeah. Bloodworth, you need to tell me what you know about Howard now.
Came across a little technology. It's inside of him.
What technology? What do you mean?
It rapidly rewrites and mutates DNA.
What? Where did it come from?
Well, my theory
What do
is
you
that it came
mean?
from beyond the wall.
Fuck. Clarissa, please, just tell me what happened to Howard. Did you hurt him?
He escaped.
You didn't follow him? He's alive? Where?
I think he is. We could look for him, you and I.
You're not that fucking smart if you think I'll do anything with you. Is this why you brought me here?
Well, Miss Loader is gone. You need a new partner.
I knew you were crazy, but do you think I would want to work with the mob boss that conspired with the ruling elite to eat the innocent?
Oh, I've ended that whole business.
Business? This is people's lives.
These were not great people. Rapists, abusers, wife beaters.
Even scum doesn't deserve to be eaten.
Maybe, but it helped me get control of the apes.
You're a murderer.
It's done. What matters is our next step.
Go to prison, that's the next step.
Renee, I'm your destiny, and you are mine.
What the fuck are you on?
I want to bring down the apes and their wall.
Excuse me?
I need someone to stir up a revolution. You.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Maybe, but that's what makes me good and at what I do.
Do you mean to literally bring down the wall?
That wall is stifling us. We're all decaying inside of it.
The wall is there for a reason. There's nothing but death beyond it.
I've been out there. It's safe and more.
What? What are you saying?
Scavengers are looking for remnants of a lost civilization out there, secretly.
And you know this how?
The technology that infected Loda, it was found there. Oh, and I had a tunnel built. Comes out from far away from the wall. I can take you there if you like.
I don't understand. You were working with the apes? How exactly do you think things will improve when they're not in power?
People are dying from poverty. Women are dying at the hands of men. Who do you think is at fault?
Can't really argue with that.
The revolution will happen suddenly, like waking up screaming from a nightmare.
That'll just give the military and the police the excuse they need to hit back even harder. People will die violently.
They're loyal to power. We'll show them who really has it.
That's a lofty ambition for a murderous drug pimp. You already have power. Why risk it on something like this?
Revenge, peace, absolution.
For you? Or the people of the city?
Both.
And what's in it for me? I risk everything by trusting you? And do you expect me to forgive you?
You have to decide that for yourself.
How convenient. Have you considered you may be delusional?
I'm sure men have called you that, but you didn't listen.
Well, Bloodworth, this has been delightful. Can I go now, or is there something else?
Sure you don't want to stay for a drink? You have 2 days to think.
Well, I'm going to have plenty at home. What happens if I miss the deadline?
Then I will leave you alone. I trust you make the right choice.
Bloodsworth, I still think you're a conniving piece of shit, but I'm not saying no. Be sure I'll tell you my thoughts one way or another.
That's all I ask. Good luck, Renee.
Hang on,
I
so
can be
it's-
boss, you can be Renee. It's fine. Renee, at last. It's been easier to get a table for two at Dorsia than get a hold of you. The invitation is still open, by the way. The oysters are to die for.
Something's come up. Personal.
What was so important that you couldn't even speak to me? How's the latest draft of the chapter of my department coming along, by the way?
Let's just say things are becoming clear to me.
My girl, I'm glad to hear it. I knew if I kept a light touch, you would find your muse again. When can I read the new edits?
I'm done. I can't write this book anymore.
Renee, are you suffering from one of your episodes? I'm not paying you to write a literary masterpiece. Just stick to the plan and get the words on the page.
You'll never. I've had a better offer. I quit.
You can't be serious. The others know not to poach one another's projects. You can tell me who it was, I'll protect you. Or we can discuss the pay.
It's not another ape.
Renee, you're nothing without me. You had one failed book, and now you have the chance for greatness. You'll never have someone like me on your side again.
I didn't realize your ego was so fragile. It was quite so fragile.
I thought you were a fool, but clearly you're just suicidal. Very well. See how you like me as an enemy rather than your patron.
Great, this is good material for my next book.
Next book? Don't delude yourself. You're a pampered, failed writer with no idea how the world really works.
We'll soon see. Beautiful day outside.
Okay, good.
No time to relax. Howard's letter to me. He didn't say where he was. Perhaps he didn't know. It was brave of him not to be sentimental, to warn me. Now I know we'll write about Science City, but at what cost? Could be alive. You didn't deserve this, my friend. Is it all my fault? I convinced him to go to Science City, made him feel like it was our last chance. Not my fault. He had the same information as me. Either way, I'll finish what we started. At least he knew I was looking for him. Fuck Howard. Fuck Howard. Why didn't you come back to me yet? What would you think about Bloodworth's offer, Howard? I really wish I could ask you. Clarissa said people could live over the wall. Who knows, maybe there are others there, and Howard will find them. Okay, I have things I should be doing. A cup of tea will make me feel better after the call, before the call. Oh, do you remember what her tea was?
I think she liked green tea, didn't she?
Yeah, that bit I think I remember.
So what tea are you going with?
I think I remember it being green. The same one he made for me. We shared only a couple of days together, yet everything reminds me of him. Why do I miss him? They had a real connection. It's rare. I'd never screw around with a trash panda. I would never thought I would screw around with a trash panda. He's gone now, maybe forever, but he gave me hope that things could be different, that there is a future. I'll hold on to it. It's time. Come on, Renee, you can do this. You owe it to him.
Beep, beep,
What am I going to tell her?
beep, beep.
Fuck, come on.
Hello? Who is this?
Helen Loader? My name is Renee Wilson. This is concerning your son.
We are here. We are all who persevered. What's the use of allegation? The end is built into the beginning. We come into existence and then we come out of it. We are a collection of dreams and mistakes. Scrapbook of a person, tapestry of scars and eyes wide open. What became of it? What happened to us all? We survived. We kept on. Separate ourselves to atoms, pulled by the threads of origin. Follow the path of the moment of conception up until the nowness. What do we see? Flesh that speaks again. We are divination. Reconciliation of the past forms of life not yet lived. Things that happened. Things that are bound to happen. A humming harmony of being, of perpetual becoming. We are at peace. The landscape of the past and future, in its dizzying complexity, is laid out in front of us. What would our choice be? There's no choice. Choice is made. While we persevere, we change. We can't escape the pain. The pain become us. Revel in its beauty. We change nothing, but we change nothing. Somewhere over. Oh geez, this is bright. Oh, we can't walk backwards either. That's cool.
Statue of Liberty. You blew it. You blew it all to hell.
This is like in Blade Runner 2049 or whatever it's called. Out in the desert area.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Yep. I like how the buildings are sort of coming forward.
Hmm.
Oh, and the sun coming up? That's cool. And the sad saxophone. Oh.
Now we're going full Akira. That's a whoa!
What the hell is this?
Whoa.
Boom shakalaka!
Wow. And number credits.
You're
Interesting,
all
like,
going
putting
to die
multiple
down here.
roles instead of just having the one title.
What's that, Steve?
It's interesting the credits instead of having just the one title, it's multiple roles.
Yeah. Exactly. People of many hats.
Yeah.
What an
Okay.
interesting game. completely like before today's episode, who would have thought that it'd be like an Akira style symbiotic monster?
Yeah, there's like hints of like commenting about aliens at one stage, but nothing really suggested it was just going to go off the wall. Well, no, it doesn't really go off the wall, but it just goes into full sci-fi.
Seems set up for a sequel for sure. I'm not too sure about.
Yeah.
I think the DLC stuff that is actual prequel stuff, so not really in relation to this, unless it's about finding the symbiote. Maybe.
Yeah, could.
Awesome. Well, while the credits are on, since a bunch of you folk that are watching the stream, you should be able to see the the sort of about section of my channel under the completed games and future games. If you can have a look at the future games and tell us what sticks out to you. What do you want to see next?
By doing that, should I tell a story based off the noir theme?
Yeah, in one sec, Steve. So if everyone in chat could just have a look and put down a choice, and then Steve can create a poll, and then we can do the poll from there. Go on, Steve.
So at one stage I thought I should watch the Maltese Falcon. It was on at a theatre called the Astor, which is a local theatre that shows double features usually, most nights. And so it had a double feature of The Big Sleep and Maltese Falcon, two detective noir films. The Big Sleep was okay, wasn't fantastic, but it was a decent story. But the one thing that made me worry is a guy slaps a woman across the face, but it's not as, and I thought, oh shit, I forgot what era this is. But it wasn't that bad because she was drugged out. He needed to question her, so he was slapping sobriety into her. It wasn't abusive, but it was borderline. And I've gone, oh shit, this is that era. Is it going to be like the old James Bonds where they just full on physically abusive? And I went into Maltese Falcon worrying about the same thing. But there's a scene in that that's almost the opposite, because it's three characters. I forget the character names, so I'll just say Humphrey Bogart. The actor names Humphrey Bogart, Mary Astor, and Peter Lorre. And Peter Lorre is the German guy. He's the guy that Ren from Ren and Stimpy is based off, mostly. So he talks like the hey Stimpy. Yeah, he sort of talks like that. So it's those three, and the two of them are trying to, like, Humphrey Bogart doesn't know who to trust, and they're sort of convincing him, but also swapping insults, and they're really antagonistic. And it escalates and escalates until she slaps him across the face, and then he just launches at her, and he's so ferocious and quick that you don't even know if he's going to slap her or punch her. But Humphrey Bogart jumps between them, wrestles with him for a bit, and finally has him pinned, his arms pinned to his side. And then Humphrey Bogart goes, when a woman slaps you, you'll take it and you'll like it. And then shoves him away.
That's a good quote.
That was like, I thought that was really neat.
So it looks like we've got two choices in there. Space, can you choose one out of that list? And Steve, can you choose one out of that list? And we'll have to figure out a way to decide.
So Chinatown and Hobbs.
Chinatown and Hobbs so far. Yep. Put in your choice if you have a look.
I might stay out of it though, but I'll put in whatever the third one is. And do you remember when you were a kid, you liked the line that Ren did, which is Ren going, "You bloated sack of protoplasm."
Remember that was a WAV file on a CD-ROM that came with a magazine.
Yeah.
And listening to that over and over again, yeah.
Yeah, I used to quote that a fair bit. That's straight, the way he delivers it, not the words, but the way he delivers it is right from Maltese Falcon. He blows up in the exact same way, the Peter Lorre character. Billy West, the voice guy, is directly lifted that from Maltese Falcon.
My absolute favorite Ren and Stimpy bit, though, is where Ren is like screaming at the camera and he's like, "How are we meant to find a tree with this forest in the way?" So stupid. lots of Chris's.
So do we have the third option?
Waiting on space.
Shit. Wait, is that not how you do it?
I think it's /.
Ah, /.
The only thing is, we're going to get to them all at one place, space. So just choose anything that interests you. When we do the poll, though, do we make it so? How about this? Yeah. Oh, is that? Yeah. You can vote for anything but the one that you picked. Then that way, it'll pile the votes elsewhere. Okay, Lost Horizon. Okay, cool. Excellent. So now when Steve puts that in, if everyone votes for something that is not your pick, and we'll see where the votes land. Lost Horizon's a good one.
Okay,
I played that so long ago. It's kind of like a Indiana Jonesy, Uncharted sort of adventure romp. It was the first point-and-click game that I remember that allowed you to hold down a button and see the highlighted areas, which I think is a great accessibility option. I think that's so good.
Give it 2 minutes.
Oh, we can do less than that. Everyone's now just do 1 minute, I reckon.
Yeah, 1 minute's the minimum.
Yeah.
If something's for this important, I'll do too. Just because it's sometimes like on mobile and stuff, it stuffs up a bit.
I guess another way of looking at Lost Horizon is if it's kind of like Broken Sword if it was a little bit more hijinksy and adventure-y and getting out of dangerous scenarios kind of thing. Gotta hand it to these guys that did Backbone for the soundtrack is amazing. So good. Do you remember that game that came out? It was either last year or the year before. It was kind of like a Metroidvania, but you were like a symbiote creature escaping from like a lab. Kind of like if that's the sequel to this.
Yeah, I remember Inside being like that. I don't know if you call it a Metroidvania though.
No, it wasn't
But
Inside.
like the,
Right, it's
trying
got
to
a
remember.
name like that. Carrion,
Oh,
that's the
no.
one. Yeah,
No.
yeah. And so for
Carry On Sergeant?
Is that sorry, Steve?
Carry On Sergeant? Or Carry On Columbus?
I don't know what that is.
Consider yourself lucky you don't know what it is then, because it's
Okay.
there's a series of movies, the British, so it's like British actors and like a British production, but the Carry On films are like a series of British films, and they're kind of very lowbrow, cheap humor. One of them is like Carry On. The one I've seen is Carry On Columbus. I know there's others, and I've heard them mentioned of like Carry On Sergeant, which is the military one, being common.
Yep.
I've seen one in the wild, which is Carry On Columbus, and it was generally very average. The one joke I liked was there's like a rich lady's on top on this like one of those old fashioned ships. They discover an island, and a bunch of people go off, and there's a guy and two of the posh ladies left on the boat. And at one stage he realizes he needs to go and help the others, and I think they say that they need to go and help the others, and he goes, okay, or they say we need to get in a longship and go over to the shore, the island. And he goes, all right, I'll just grab some oars. And she goes, what you do on the island is your business, but we need to get over there. That was the one joke that sort of got me a little bit.
Okay. It's what made me laugh, Steve, is that you told me straight out about be thankful you don't know what this is, but then told me your favorite part.
Yeah. Well, that was the one joke that got me, but it's
Yeah.
thankful in terms of if you've watched the whole movie, they are just very like, oh Jesus Christ.
Kind of
But within
reminds
this-
me of like Are You Being Served or Dad's Army or something like that. from
Yeah,
the
it's
name.
very much like the actors involved. You could see them doing those types of shows.
Mhm.
But then maybe I guess with a movie, there's more impetus to do jokes because I don't remember even like it's only in like when people do replays of Are You Being Served, they actually show jokes. I don't even remember them doing jokes in those TV shows.
It's not. They think they're
Yeah.
doing jokes. Anyway,
But even when they replay them, it's still just a bunch of crappy puns, pussy puns in Are You Being Served. It's like nothing but that.
okay. So for Saturday's stream, we either have it is a Steve factor, right?
And that was another Steve fact.
I love that so much. It's so... we can either do Beyond Human again, or we can do a Rocksmith stream. I'll have to think about what I feel like doing it at the time, but either way, we got to get those done for sure. Let me quickly see if there is anyone to raid. I appreciate everyone here that has hung out and saw the game through to the end. It's kind of, I guess, it was hard to determine where we were in the story because so much information, like the game could go in so many places. You know what? Let's raid Limmy because why not? What a funny man this guy is.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, we can't raid Limmy. He's turned off his raid. That's cool. Let's raid. Okay, got another one. Let's see if this works. For anyone that likes kung fu films, this might be up your alley. Yeah, that did work. All right, locking you guys in the raid cannon now. We've got 3 seconds before I fire you off. Everyone have a fantastic rest of the week. We will catch you next time.